Yeah, so that's a new thing I just got a short while ago. It was on special. That's all I'm really going to say. It was on special, but still a bit of change. But I wanted to get a new one for a while now. Wanted to get one with a little more horsepower, and that's what we got. Okay, so I got this thing partially plugged in. There's still a few things I gotta hook up, like various hard drives and the microphone and a couple other things. But it's going along smoothly. I've got a few things hooked up. So far, it's been working. I've tried a couple light games on it. Tried a couple heavier games that wouldn't work too well on the other one. Works well. Works. I'm happy with that. However, there was one complication that I did not foresee, and I probably should have, considering this is a much newer system. And yes, that's the charge cable on the camcorder. It doesn't work with this monitor, which is a bit of a problem because the monitor uses a VGA output, and this naturally does not have VGA output because the VGA output, especially in 2016, 2017, is kind of passe. Now everyone's using DVI. Now the old computer also used a DVI output, and we will zoom in like that because I'm too lazy to like lean forward on the chair. But yeah, that has a DVI output, but that came with an adapter that I could use to plug to the VGA thing. I'm gonna zoom out there. There you go. Now I thought this would plug in nicely with the other one, but turns out there are different versions of DVI plugs, and this doesn't do it. Apparently, this is more a combination digital analog signal, and that's why it works with VGA, whereas the other one is just a digital. What blocks is these, see these little four things there, little, you know, connector things there along the straight line. The computer doesn't have that, so this won't fit no matter how hard I tried. So now I've been doing everything off the TV. I'm watching There's Plumpy from What Culture. Everybody loves Plumpy apparently. I guess, I suppose, I don't know. The shoddy camera work here, I honestly don't care. It's early in the morning, so I just woke up, and I tried using this thing, the Insignia USB to VGA adapter. Adds a VGA port to your computer, because I figured, why not? What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is that you install the drivers for this thing, and then it fucks up your graphics card, thus necessitating a reset of the entire Windows programming to restore it to factory settings. So, anyone wanting sufficient reason to pick up a USB to VGA adapter for whatever reason, I can't give that to you. This thing is a piece of shit. I'm going to see if I can get a refund on this thing. And, yeah. If not, it's going in the bin. So, yeah, the only thing I could really do is get a new monitor. And it's just as well. This thing has... this monitor has outlasted two computers. It's the HP one. The HP one works fine. It works fine. It's not a terrible computer. But the thing with the other one, the thing with that one is every once in a while the fan would go up and down. It's like it would make a lot of like noise with the fan. Best guess would be a power supply, in the hands of a capable individual. That would be sufficient reason to rip it apart and put on the sound. I don't know where I was going with this. It's early in the morning. I think I've said that a couple times. Yeah, the issue with the other one And I'm gonna let you look at that. Look at the fantastic shifting colors on the LED. That's a nice little thing. That's gonna scare off the kids or the dog. The dog doesn't care. The thing with the other one, it was a couple issues with the other one. One would be the fan going up and down every so often on regular performance, doing regular things. Normally, it would do that for like high maintenance things, like rendering videos in Vegas, which by the way I also got an update on. It was long overdue. It was on special, so I figured why not grab it. And yeah, it's pretty much the whole deal. And I don't know where it was going. Oh yeah, yeah. The issue with that one was like it would power up and down. It was like the fan would go up and down. And I've heard suggest it might have been like power supply might be an issue. Okay, fair enough. I guess if I was that competent in the innards of taking things apart and putting it back together, I would just find a new power supply or something compatible, and just replace it. But the other issue was it had problems starting up because I installed a second hard drive on that thing, and every once in a while, wouldn't happen often, but every once in a while I would try. Every time it would start up, it would stall, and it would stall, it would stall, it would stall on startup. It won't never start up, so I'd have to turn the thing off, turn it back on, and then it would it'll read the right drive with Windows on it as opposed to. So that's a thing that Of course, I ended up making found an old recovery stick, used that, and that seemed to work rather nicely for the most part. But it got to a point where, you know what, I got a couple of these problems. I might as well, I'm doing more gaming on PCs than I anticipated, because I really wasn't thinking of doing. Because I didn't buy this thing to game on the PCs and stuff like that. I just wanted something a little stronger so it would work with Vegas a little better and a little more confidently and that sort of thing. And a little more meat power. And even then, it's a gaming PC with about 32 RAM, 32 megs, 32 megs, 32 gigs of RAM. I'm thinking, 20 years ago. I'd love to have a PC with 32 megs of RAM. That would be fantastic. But 32 megs of RAM, solid state drive, so the boot ups are really, really nice, and a 3 terabyte hard drive. I had to order this online, which I'm almost never a big fan of ordering stuff online because I'd like to see the thing before I actually pick it up, and also a lot of things could happen in transit. But sometimes when you have to, and you bite your lip and you actually just go ahead and do it. And this is a fantastic. This you could change the colors, do anything. Nice cool colors. I went with a nice. Don't know how it will read on the camera. It would shift from red to orange to yellow to pink, because then you need a fourth color, and that was the closest thing to a warm color. So it kind of kills the immersion, but you know what? So far, I'm happy with it. It works, about as well as I expected to. And yeah, all I really need to do now is get a new monitor, which I have no choice but to do now because this thing will not work with the old monitor. The old monitor, I might actually end up giving it to a buddy or something. I don't know. Anyways, moving right along. So, after a couple days, got myself a new monitor that works with the brand spanking new PC. It's an Asus 21.5-inch gaming monitor, or at least that's what it says on the tag. Set me back a couple $100, but it has DVI output, it has HDMI output if I want to go that far. I probably don't, because I just need the DVI, and that's what I have here. And just got a few more things to set up, and we're all good to go. And but I'm going to take care of that stuff later. Right now I'm just going to play myself a bit of Star Wars Battlefront, because it's been a while since I last played that game, and it's a fun game. So
Well, I don't know if this could run a new Battlefront, but the old one seems to work just fine. Shut up. Let me blow up my Corvettes in peace. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was gonna crash into the thing. Okay, so that works. That's something, I guess, and I'm gonna call it call it a day, I guess. Like I suppose I don't know, whatever I'm doing here. Anyways, uh, yeah. So good night.